呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 76 of Jujutsu Kaisen. The previous chapter ended with Gojo unleashing Murasaki, purple, and carving out a hole in the side of Fushiguro here. And that seems to be kind of the wrapping up of this at the moment. So we're chapter 76 here, which is Gyosetsu, a now new title. Gyosetsu here meaning, Gyokusetsu. Jewel and fracture or folding. So fractured jewel, something along those lines. This is in contrast to the title of the previous series, which was 11 parts, which was Kai Gyoku, again, jewel. Kai here meaning a variety of things, either in the pocket or something that's dear or attached, you're attached to something. So the idea of like a precious jewel, which is what I was sort of translating that as, and now like a fractured jewel. So moving on to a different segment of the story. So here's Geto. There's this fly head or whatever that Fushiguro was using as pocket storage that also got like severed in Gojo's blast. Key. That's a door opening. Pachi, 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 pachi. People clapping. There's Gojo. He's got Amano's corpse that he's covered. Osakatta na Suguru, not Shigeru, whatever his name is. Late, you know, Suguru. Iya, hayai hou ga. Well, it's the direction of early. So he says like you were late or maybe early. I guess it's the direction of early. Tonai ni ikutsu banseigyo no shisetsu ga aru tte hanashi da mon na. Tonai is like in the city. So like how many in the city of star religion shisetsu? Missions, embassies? No, not that she. Institutions, facilities. Are existing? It's that sort of a story, isn't it? It's the thing about the story of how many facilities are existing of the star religion are existing in the city. Satoru? Dayo na? So from what Geto knew was that he's dead, right? Because Fushiguro said he killed him. So he's like, Satoru? Is it? It is, isn't it? Nani ga atta? What happened? Shoko ni wa aetan da na. As for to Shoko, able to meet, weren't you? So Shoko is so like the person that was doing the patching up of stuff. Hold on. There we go. Kind of like their doctor, maybe. Yeah. 直してもらった私は問題ない. Yeah. Received healing, received fixing. As for me, problem not existing. So it's not a problem for me. No issues for me. Da-dun. And that's Amano's arm swaying. Iya, well, 私に問題がなくても仕方ないな. To me, a problem, even if it doesn't exist, there's nothing we can do about it, or, yeah. In other words, like, really that it's not a problem if I'm fine because she's dead. 俺がしくった. I'm the one that しくった that failed. I'm the one that failed. お前は悪くない. As for you, not bad. Like, wasn't bad. You weren't the bad one. 戻ろう. Let's go back. すぐるこいつら殺すか? These guys will kill. Will kill? So this must be all the Star Religion people, and that's why, right? They're clapping here because they wanted her dead. And so they see him with her corpse, and so they're clapping because that's what they wanted. So he's asking, these people, will we kill? Will I kill? Will you kill? Will kill? Ima no ore nara, tabun nani mo kanjin nai. If it's me right now, probably nothing feeling. So if it's me now, like I probably wouldn't feel anything. I, fine, good. Imi ga nai, meaning doesn't exist. So it means nothing. It's fine. Like, don't worry about it, probably. There's no meaning in it. Mita tokoro, koko ni wa ippan kyoto shika nai. Answer to this place, like looking at it, or from the looks of it, mita tokoro. Yeah, judging from appearances. Judging from appearances, as for in this place, generally it's followers or adherents only. So they're only just like believers. こちらを知る主犯の人間はもう逃げた後だろう. This direction's familiar, like lead criminal, like mastermind. What would Shuhan mean? Yeah, principal offender. As for the human principal offender, familiar with, he says, familiar with this direction. The kanji are the sorcery world. So as for the human mastermind, principal offender, familiar with the sorcery world, already fleeing later. Yeah, already fled and is gone, probably. 懸賞金と違って、もうこの状況は言い逃れできない. Okay. So the kenshokin was that reward money, like the bounty reward money. So differing from the reward money, as for these circumstances already, a speaking running away not possible. To speak and run away is probably like to talk one's way out of something. Inogare. Yeah. To explain away, to excuse oneself. So again, differing from the reward money, as for these circumstances, like what's happened here, it's not possible to explain the way out of it. Motomoto mondai no atta dantai da. It's a group. I think dantai is just generic group, association, organization. Yeah. It's a group or organization that had problems from the very beginning. Jiki kaetai sareru. Soon Kaitai is going to be disbanding. Will be done. Yeah, disassembly, dismantling. And this is a flashback to the reward page for Amano. Okay. Imine. Okay, so he's either saying like meaning, or he's saying like iminai, meaning like no meaning. Because that's kind of right, imiganai. That's what Suguru said here. Imiganai. So imine, like no meaning. Sore hontou ni hitsuyou ka? That thing truly necessary? Was that truly necessary? Or is it truly necessary? Oh, to have meaning. So he's still thinking about killing everyone. Daiji na koto da. It's an important thing. Koku ni jutsushi ni wa na. Especially as for two sorcerers. Ichi nen go. All right, 1 year later. Oh, that's right. I was like, what? Did we get an explanation about how he didn't die? But Shigeru specifically said he didn't hurt him enough to kill him. Okay. So now it's 2007, Nen, year 2007, Hachigatsu, August. We can see cicadas, mean. That's the cicadas. A very unusually detailed Senshafida-like panel. Kind of neat to see. This is this is like a Senshafida. Go look that up if you're not sure what that is. Homework. Ikutsu yo. No, ikuyo. I'm going. Pen. Like literally, a pen. Oh, yeah, keshi. I thought that's not a sound effect. Pen. Keshigomu, eraser. I thought it was more like, pen. B. Pita? Or bita? Pita? That's pausing, and then gom. Gom. So did that, it's hard to tell. This one did bounce off of, before it hit him. It didn't hit him, it bounced off of like, whatever. Ikeru ne. Yep. Able to do it, able to go. That's him grabbing the eraser out of the air. Get. Nani imano? What was that just now? Jutsushiki Taisho no Jiro Sentaku ka? A technique targeting Taisho? Yeah, technique targeting an automatic like option. Yeah, an automatic. And he's asking a question. So an automatic option of technique targeting. So, yep. Once. Seikaku ni iu to. If say it correctly, if say it accurately. Jutsushiki taisho wa ore dakedo. As for the technique target, it's me. Okay. 今までマニュアルでやってたのをオートマにした。Okay. Up until now, through manual, made it to automatic for doing. So I guess he's saying like what I had been doing manual now up until now, I made it into doing it automatically. 呪力の強弱だけじゃなく the cursed energies strength and weaknesses just that? It's not. Okay. Does kyojaku mean something other than strengths and weaknesses? Strength? Really? Interesting. Huh. Okay. Usually when a kanji compound has the opposites, it means like both things. So this would normally mean like strengths and weaknesses. But for whatever reason, kyojaku means just strength, which is interesting. Anyway, the strength of the cursed energy, just that, it isn't. So it's not just the strength of the cursed energy. 質量、速度、形状からも物体の危険度を選別できる。Okay, so the mass, the speed, and the shape, even from those things, the object's danger amount, selection is possible. Senbetsu should be selection, classification. Yeah. Okay. So it's not, okay. So he's saying it's not just the strength of the cursed energy in the technique that's coming at him or whatever. It's again, the mass, the speed, the shape, and the degree of the danger of classification is possible. Okay. We have here some sort of chemical. Let's see if we'll see what this is. What is this? Oh, we'll see. Dokubutsu. It might be a poison. Poison objects. Dokubutsu nanka mo senbetsu dekirebba ii en dakedo, sore wa mada muzukashii kana? Poison objects and things like that, even that selection, if it's possible, that would be good. So it'd be good if I could even select out or classify cursed poison objects and things like that. But as for that, it's still difficult, I guess. Let's see if we can get a quick classification of the different poisons. Is that an 8-membered ring? I'm curious about what this is. It is tetrodotoxin, I'm pretty sure. Which would be the pufferfish. Yep. There it is. Tetrodotoxin. Very nicely. Very nicely rendered. Okay. All right. Anyway, he's talking about poisons. これなら、最小限のリソースで、無加減呪術をほぼ出しっぱにできる。 if it's this thing, the smallest limit of resources. With the smallest limit of resources, the limit without lower limit curse technique approximately hobos, yeah, roughly approximately dashipani. Dashi to leave running is possible. So basically he's saying if it's this thing, I guess like what he's doing now, then with the minimal amount of resources, he can leave on almost constantly the lower limit curse technique, which is what this is a part of. Remember, this is a year after the thing we've been reading for the last forever. Dashi panashi nante, to keep running, or whatever. No ga yakikireru yo. The brain will get fried. Yeah, the brain's going to get fried if you're talking about keeping something running. Jikohokan no hanchu de hanten jutsu shiki mo mawashi tsuzukeru. Okay, so jikohokan, like an automatic protection? Self-preserving? Yeah. Although the kan is a bit different. Jiko ho. Okay, so maybe that's not the right hokan. Self-complementation of a hanchu, of a category. With a category of self-complementation, a reverse technique also will continue to run around. Okay? Itsudemo shinsen no otodokeda. It's the arrival or delivery of a fresh brain at all times or always. Okay. That sounds infeasible, but sure. Mae kara yatteta shōin no shōkaku wa kanpeki. From earlier, accomplished shōin. Seal? No, what is this? Shōin. Okay, we're not getting this show, this version of show. Oh, it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's hard to tell. Oh, tenobira, a palm of the hand. So a palm seal. Like again, palm of the hand and seal as in like a stamp or a sign. Interesting. And then shoryaku is a mission abbreviation. As for an omission or abbreviation of palm seal that I've been doing from before, I guess palm seal may be something about like doing hand signs. That's that's perfection or been perfected. So okay, yeah. So he's saying omission of like hand signs, palm seals from before is perfected. So he doesn't need to do palm seals. 赤と青 red and blue それぞれの複数同時発動もポチポチ、ポチポチ. And red and blue, each one several simultaneous at the same time. Activation even is bochi bochi. Little by little, I guess little by little, like getting better, or it's not bad. So he's saying like multiple simultaneous activations of red and blue is not, he can do that. It's not bad. Ato no katai wa, as for the remaining kadai. As for the remaining subject or assignments or homework tasks, 領域と長距離の瞬間移動かな. Hey, Day, how's it going? It's the domain and the long distance instantaneous movement, I guess. So I guess usually when we see shunkan ido, that's like teleportation, long distance movement, instantaneous movement over long distances. So he's going through his checklist of all the things that he needs to do. And yeah, so he says he needs to work, I guess, on his domain and this long distance teleportation, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I saw you finish Bug Snacks, and that Dragon's Quest looked interesting. Was that on the Game Boy? It looks 16-bit, but I didn't recognize it. What was it called? Like Caravan something? コースの起点に障害物のないコースをあらかじめ引いておけば可能だと思うんだ。証拠実験用のラット貸してよ。Oh, it was Game Boy, but never released in English. Okay, cool. The technical school, Kiten, as a starting point, using an harmful shogaibutsu, obstacles, not existing course. Arakajime. All right, let me piece all this together. Beforehand, in advance. Hiteokaba, if it's like pulled, if it's pulled together. I think it's possible. Okay, so I think it's possible if this is pulled together in advance, a course without obstacles, like to the starting point of the technical school. Something like that. The English went with, if a course to the school without obstacles is secured in advance, I think it might be possible. Okay. Shoko. Oh, I already read that. Shoko, that's her. The Jisuken no Ratto. Kashite yo. Oh, he's talking to her. Experimentation use rats lend. Lend me a rat or like that you use for experimentation in the lab. Like, huh? That's her. This is just, we're looking at his expression. Satoru wa saikyo ni natta. As for Satoru, became the strongest.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Suguru, chotto yaseta. So Suguru, like, Have you lost a little bit of weight? 大丈夫か? Are you okay? 任務の、任務の、任務も、任務も、すべて一人でこなす。こなす is to become, right? To digest, to break down in pieces, to be able to do, yeah, to complete. It means a bunch of things. So even duties or missions, all of them alone able to complete. So basically he can do all his jobs alone. Shoko wa, as for Shoko, もともと危険な任務で外に出ることはない. As for Shoko, from the beginning on with dangerous assignments or missions, duties, to the outside, going out event, as for that did not exist. So as for Shoko, she never went outside on dangerous missions from the beginning. This must be Suguru thinking. 必然的に私も一人になることが増えた。Inevitably, also me becoming a lone event increasing. So like inevitably, like the events of me going out alone will increase, or is increasing, or has increased. ただの夏バテさ. It's just the summer bate. Summer heat fatigue. 大丈夫? そうめん食いすぎた? I'm fine. Eating too much somen? Oh, that's him, Gojo asking. Like, did you eat too much somen? Ramen. It's a type of noodle. その夏は忙しかった. As for that summer, it was busy. 昨年頻発した災害の影響もあったのだろう. The previous year's 頻発 frequent disaster environment? Oh, influence effect. Also, the influence or effect of disasters that were done frequently last year. It was, I guess that happened probably. It was a busy summer. うちのように樹齢が湧いた. Uji. Maggots. Like maggots, cursed spirits were welling up, boiling up, springing forth like water from the ground. Waku. Yeah, this Waku. Cursed spirits were gushing up from the ground like maggots. 腹を取り込むその繰り返し. That's the exorcising, purifying, exorcising, and torikomu, and taking, absorbing. Yeah, taking and bringing in, that repetition. Harao, exercise, purify.
Hello there.
Torikomu, to take in, bring in. Minna wa shiranai jurei no aji. As for everybody not familiar, the flavor of curses or cursed spirits. Okay, so here he is eating one. Finally, does one kind of like take him over? Is that it? Toshabutsu o shori shita zokin o maru nomi shiteru yo na. Ugh. Okay, I think I know what this means. Let's, maru nomi means to like completely swallow. Yeah, swallowing whole. In the manner of swallowing whole a cleaning rag that was done for disposal or cleaning up of, are you ready for this one? That kanji is the key there. Toshabutsu, vomit and diarrhea. Again, as for everyone not familiar with it, the flavor of cursed spirits, like or in the manner of swallowing a cleaning rag, a rag that was used to clean up vomit and diarrhea. Harao, horikomu. Exercise, purify, consume, take in, bring in. Dare no tame ni, for whose purpose? In other words, like doing that for whom? Okay, an image of the Star Religion people clapping. I guess we're going to be seeing the slow descent of Suguru here into what he is now. Ano hikara, from that day, jibun ni ikakaseteru, to oneself, I guess like asking, making asking of oneself. Yeah, delicious. Oh, kikasete. Ikakaseru is to tell someone, to warn, persuade, instruct. So yeah, from that day, persuading, telling oneself. 私が見たものは何も珍しくない。As for the things that I saw, as for the things seen of me seeing things, as for those things, nothing strange or rare. So what I saw was nothing strange or rare. Shuji no shuaku. An ugliness, shuaku, of shuchi, of common knowledge, well known. A well known ugliness, a well known meanness. Shita ue de watashi wa. As for me, like knowing more than that, or knowing in addition to that, jutsushi to shite hitobito o suku sentaku o shite kita hazu da. As a sorcerer, as a technique user, the people's saving selection ought to do, or came to do as like a selection of saving people as a sorcerer. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the English went, I chose to protect them as a jujutsu sorcerer. Sa bureru na. Bureru means to, well, bure. I don't think it's the to be blurred. It could be like don't put on airs. Don't pretend. The English went with don't lose your way. Bure. Okay. Jutsushi, different words or different kanji. Jutsushi toshite no sekinin o hatase. So hatase means to like complete or like follow to the end. Yeah, accomplish, carry out the duty as a, and then the kana say jutsushi, which is sorcerer. The kanji is kyosha, like a strong person. So kind of a dual meaning there. Q, which may be him turning off the shower. Okay, distortion. Sarume. Sarume. Monkey or monkeys. The me is like contempt. So he's seeing them as monkeys, most likely, right? Nope. Okay. And actually, right, if I can't remember anymore, but I think that's what kind of modern ghetto refers to people as are monkeys. Okay. Switching scenes, I guess. Ah, Ghetto-san. Oh, Mr. Ghetto. Haibara. I guess this is Haibara. Peace. Otsukaresama desu. Like, thanks for the hard work. Usually what you say to a coworker. Nanika nomu ka? Will you drink something? Warui desu yo. Kora de. Huh? Well, it's bad, meaning like you don't have to. Well, how about a cola? Okay, there's the cola. 明日の任務結構遠でなんですよ. Okay, tomorrow's mission, duty, or assignment is really far out, isn't it? Like in a faraway location. 遠で. Oh, yeah, it's going afar. Like a lot, isn't it? そうか。お土産頼むよ. I see, or is that so? A souvenir will request, like I'll request a souvenir. 了解です. Like, understood. 甘いのとしょっぱいのどっちがいいですか? A sweet one or a spicy one. No, しょっぱい is savory. No, salty. Sweet or salty, which one is good? Which one would you prefer? サトルも食べるかもしれないから甘いのかな? So Satoru also will eat probably, so because of that, a sweet one, I guess. Haibara. Jujutsu shi yatte ikesou ka? Tsuraku nai ka? So a sorcerer doing that, ikesou, yatte ikesou. Like, are you seeming to be able to do it? Yeah. Are you seeming to be able to go doing sorcery? It's not painful, bitter. We haven't seen this guy in the future, so something tells me things don't end up very well for this guy. So desu ne. I see. 自分はあんまり物事を深く考えない口なので. Okay, as for oneself, very much a thing deeply not thinking about. Touchy. It is, but I don't think that's how you normally pronounce that. Touchy. What would that be otherwise? Seishitsu? Yeah. Nature or disposition. So yeah, as for me, it's not a property that I've thought a lot about, or a thing as for myself. 自分にできることを精一杯頑張るのは気持ちがいいです. So, to oneself, able to do things, a lot of them doing the best. As for doing my best on a lot of things that I can do stuff in, to me, that feeling is good. It's a good feeling. Sei ippai, it's just a way to say like, doing it with all one's might. I mean, that's kind of, with Gambaru, that's doubling down on that. As for things can do with all one's might and do the best, that things that I can do, it's a good feeling. So ka? I see. So da na. That's right. Go. Go. Kimi ga Geto-kun? You are Geto? Donna onna ga Oh, type kana? Really? What kind of a woman is your type, I wonder? And Suki. Is this, what's his name? Interesting. That was his line. So, very interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see a little bit more. I think that's the end of the chapter. Yeah. That was the end of the chapter. There you go. That was the end of 76. Next time, we are now into our next. We're still in the previous times, a new series in the flashback. I guess we need to see more about how Geto turns and how things got to where they are, and how Tojo, do we think this is Tojo? Was that the guy's name? Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens next time.